Vedanta Desika, his life history. He is a great personality, a great Acharya in the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. His parents, Ananta Shuri and Tottarammal, a great devotees of Lord Varadaraja. They had been praying to the Lord for a son. Please come and have my darshan in Tirumala. You will have a son. And to the wife also, Padmavati Devi appeared and said, you please come and have my darshan there. You will be blessed with a son. Both of them went to Tirupati, when Tirumala, they had darshan. So when they were having darshan, the wife had a dream in which Lord Srinivasa appeared as a small boy and handed over the bell, what we use, like bell, to her and asked her to swallow that bell. And as soon as she swallowed that bell, the Lord disappeared and suddenly the bell in the altar was vanishing. So everybody were thinking maybe somebody had stolen away that bell or something like that. That night, to the head priest, Lord informed that this is the thing, he had given that bell and very soon a great personality is going to take birth. So they were very happy. The Lord gave them darshan and the Lord inspired them. So they came back to their native. After 12 years, after this, they had a beautiful son whom they have named him as Venkatanatha. On remembrance of Lord Srinivasa's mercy upon him. He is like personification of the bell of the Lord. By making the bell, you make the sound, he is like the sound to divert away all the unwanted things and to preach this message of the Lord, of this Vaishnava philosophy far and wide. Then when he was small boy, he was taken as a child under his uncle, whose name was known as Atreya Ramanujar. So one day, the uncle took the small boy, 5-year-old boy, to one meeting. It is known as Kalakshepam, where great personalities meet and discuss about Vedic subjects. And this project was led by one Guru, Nadattar Ammal, a great another Vaishnava in the Sampradaya. So when he saw this small boy, he became very much fascinated by that small boy and he immediately called that boy to come onto the stage. After that, when he wanted to start the lecture where he had stopped, he was asking his disciples and all the other people, where did I stop? So everybody were under confusion, everybody were not able to give proper answer. But the small boy, Venkatanathan, he exactly says the point where that philosophy was stopped and what the concept was being communicated in a very precise way. Then the Guru becomes very much satisfied and he wanted to take him as his student. But because he was too elderly age, he blesses him and he says, very soon you will become a great Acharya in the Parampara system. And you will spread this knowledge far and wide. After his parents performed his samskaras, his Upanayana and other formalities, he went to the proper school under his uncle only. So then he was taught under Kavya, Nataka and Shastra. 3 subjects he was very expert. So one day, because he is very austere, very simple man, not dependent upon many other things. So they had sent one brahmachari to this Vedanta Desika and asked him to give money, bhiksha, because he is a grahastha. So Vedanta Desika, understanding the situation, he took him to the altar of Mahalakshmi and he offered her 3 stuti. As soon as he finished the recitation, there was a rain of gold coins. So in that way, that thing is covered. But then after the death of his Guru, he travelled to Tiruvahindrapuram and he offered prayers to the Lord there. After then, he recited the Hayagriva mantra and he had darshan of Lord Hayagriva. And he blessed him that he will be, because Lord of knowledge is Hayagriva, that very soon he will become master of all the Vedic knowledge. He is a strong debater. His Vakjalam is very expert. So once when he went to Sri Rangam, he won a debate, compiled the entire debate into called as Shatadushani. Of this, he was conferred the title Vedanta Desika by the Lord Ranganatha himself. And Ranganayaki, she gave him a title Sarvatantra Swatantra. So because he was becoming very popular, there were many enemies also. They became jealous of him. One of them had sent one snake charmer to attack Vedanta Desika. He left one snake. So Vedanta Desika, not to disturb, he put 7 lines around his, wherever he is sitting. The snake could not cross any of these lines. Then the snake charmer, now being challenged, he sent one heavy snake called as Sangabalan. This snake was able to cross the lines and it was rushing towards Vedanta Desika to attack him. So at that time, Vedanta Desika remembers Lord Garuda and he offers prayers to Garuda. Immediately Garuda comes there, picks up that snake and goes away. Oh, that snake charmer became bereft of all his thing. Then he will come, fall at his feet and beg forgiveness and request him to give back his snake so that he will go back and he will not disturb anybody else. Then again he offers a prayers to satisfy Garuda, where Garuda brings back and hands over that snake back to the person. So then one more place, one jealous Vidwan challenged Vedanta Desika to compose 1000 verses in overnight. In the evening, by tomorrow morning you are supposed to compose 1000 verses on the glories of lotus feet of Lord Ranganatha. So he accepted the challenge. By next day morning, he composed 1000 verses by name Paduka Sahasram. 1000 verses glorifying lotus feet of Lord Ranganatha.